Okay, good morning, everybody. Praise be to the Lord. Welcome to our class of grammar. We're going to continue today. We are going to see a new topic that is called the verb tense. Okay, I will share a slideshow. Okay, that we're going to work with the verb tense. That is the topic of today. Okay, everybody can see the screen. Okay. We're going to talk about the verb tense. The verb tense come in three tenses: past, present, and future. The past is used to describe things that have already happened. For example, earlier in the day, yesterday, last week, 3 years ago. The present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or things that are continuous. We're going to talk about a little bit about the present tense or the simple present, also called the present simple or present indefinite. It's a verb tense which is used to show repetition, habit, or generalization. Less commonly, the simple present can be used to talk about scheduled actions in the near future, and in some cases, actions happening now. Read on for detailed descriptions, examples, and simple present exercises. We have a simple present forms. We have some forms with a simple present. The simple present is just the base form of the verb. Questions are made with do and negative forms are made with do not. For example, whoa, for example, we have a statement. You speak English. That is a statement in present. In question, do you speak English? In negative, you do not speak English. Okay? Now, if you see the sentence in here, we don't use the verb to be. We don't use is, or are. We only use personal pronoun, verb, or the action, complement. With a question, we use the auxiliary do. In this case, does, because he is third person, even in the negative statement. Does not or doesn't. Let's continue. We have another example in here about the present simple. We have I work is an affirmative statement. Question, do I work? And negative, I do not work or I don't work. Affirmative, you work. Question, do you work? Negative, you do not work. In affirmative way, he, she, or it works with s at the end. Question, we use do, but in this case, in third person, does. Does he, she, or it work? And negative, he, she, it does not or doesn't work. In an affirmative statement, we work. Question, do we work? Always using the auxiliary. In negative, we do not work or we don't work. Affirmative statement, they work. In question, do they work? In negative, they do not work or they don't work. Now, if you see the difference between I, you, we, they, he, she, it, is the auxiliary. Does is for the third person. He, she, it. Do is first person, singular or plural, both. I, you, we, they. Do you have any question right now for the present simple? Do you have any question about the present simple, people? No. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, let's go to talk about the past. The simple past tense, well, show that you're talking about something that has already happened. For that reason, it's in the past. Unlike the past continuous tense, which is used to talk about past events that happen over a period of time. The simple past tense emphasizes that the action is finished. I don't know if you understand this part. Well, actually, it's very clear. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of confused methods. Okay, let's continue. For example, Wolfgang admired the way the light glinted off his silver medal. Okay, if you see this sentence, what can you see about this simple past example in this sentence? How I know this sentence is in past? People, write your answer in the chat if you want. Why I know this sentence is in past? Let's see. Because have ed. What have ed? Admire. And what is admired? The verbs. That is the answer. Because the verbs are in past and you have to write ed. For that reason, admire, have ed, glinted, have ed. These both are verbs. Let's see another. You can also use the simple past to talk about a past tense, to talk about a past state of being, such as the way someone felt about something. This is often expressed with the simple past tense of the verb to be and an adjective, noun, or prepositional phrase. There is another way of past tense. For example, Wolfgang was proud of his hula hoop victory. The contest was the highlight of his week. What am I talking about in here? About the state of being. Okay, our state of being is ser o estar. So is the verb to be. Am, is, are. In past, we use was, were. Remember, I will use was for the personal pronouns I, he, she, it. And I will use were for the personal pronouns we, you, they. Wolfgang was proud of his hula hoop victory. And the next one, the contest. The contest was the highlight of his week. Do you have any question about the past? And also the past tense of the state of being. Do you have any question? No? Okay, let's see. Someone is writing. Yes, Dana, give me your question.
that when sometimes when we don't have ed, how can we can
Okay, so
identify.
okay, your question, maybe your question will be, in some cases, some verbs doesn't have to write ed, right, to make it in past. Okay, nice question. Let's see, we have another in here. Yes, actually are irregular. So, which verbs are irregular? These ones. If you see the screen, all of these ones are irregular verbs. For example, be in simple past was, were, and we have the past participles, that is been. We have beat, beat, beaten, become, became, become, begin, began, begun, bend, bent, bent, bet, 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 bid, 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 bite, beat, beaten, drake, broke, broken, drink, drop, brought, buy, bought, bought, catch, caught, caught, dig, dog, dog. It's not the same if I said duck, it's dog. Okay, we have fight, fought, fought. We have find, found, found. We have fly, flew, flown. Also we have forgive, forgave, forgiven. We have in here freeze, froze, frozen, give, gave, given, go, went, gone, grow, grew, grown, have, had, had, hear, heard, heard, hit, 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 hold, held, held, hurt, 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 keep, kept, kept, know, knew, known, leave, left, left, meet, met, met, pay, paid, paid, put, 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 read, 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 ring, rang, rung, sell, sold, sold, send, sent, sent, shut, 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 sit, sat, sat, sleep, 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 slept, slept, spend, spent, spent, stand, stood, stood, teach, taught, taught, tear, tore, torn, tell, told, told, wake, woke, walking, were, were. Okay, now let's see. Why do you think, why do you think all of these irregular verbs, when I have to use it in past, they change the structure of the word? Why do you think? Do you know why these irregular verbs have to change the structure to make it in past or to write it in past? Just for just for one reason. Just for one reason. It's because are irregular. And not because that you don't use ed. It's because they are irregular. The regular verbs, for make it in passive, you only have to add ed. Only that. That is the answer. The regular you have to add ed. The irregular change the structure, and you can use it in the same way. Okay. Now, what are you going to do right now? What are you going to do right now? In your book, let's go to the page number 175. Okay. Let's go on the page number 175. Page 175. Page 175. Everybody's ready? Page 175. Okay. If you see, we have present and past tense. The tense of a verb shows the time of an action or event. Verbs in present tense show that an event is happening now or regularly. Verbs in past tense show that an event has already happened. To form the past tense of most verbs, you can add "d" or "ed." We have an example in here about the present tense. We have today most Americans live in or near cities. In the past tense, most of the American colonists lived on farms. Okay, what are you going to do as an activity? Write the verbs in each sentence and tell whether they are in present or past. Come on, you have 5 minutes to do that. Write the verbs in each sentence and tell whether they are in present or in past. Stop making faces, Matute, and start to work. The instructions are easy. You are in page number 175, 175. Write the verb in each sentence and tell whether they are in present or in past. You have to look the sentence that appear in that page and look the verbs in that one, in those sentences. So you have to look if the sentences are in present or if the sentences are in past. Anna, stop playing with the backgrounds and work. But no, during is not a verb. During is not a verb in the second one, Juan Diego. Hey, Guardiola. I am confusing number two because say during, but I don't see past verbs. During is not a verb in that sentence.
No, with that, I know that during is not the verb, but it's like means that it's in past.
Not all the sentences have only past. You have to find if the verb is in present or in past. You have to look in both.
I'm still confused.
Okay, you have to looking for if the verb is in present or in past in the both ways. For example, the number two. Which ones are the verb in the number two? Travels, visits, and they are in present or past. They are in present. In the number one, Pedro shared how the New England colonists lived. What is the verb? Shared, lived. And and those verbs are in present or in past. In past. That's it. That is the only thing you have to do. You finish, Valenzuela? Okay. Show me. Nice, Fatima. Close it, close it. I don't see it, Valenzuela. Good, Guardiola. Good, Roland. Good, Valeria. Good, Yvette. Good, Valenzuela. Good, Kate. In there, say Kate. Okay. Good, Eric. Good, Valeria. Doesn't say Catherine. Good, Karin. Doesn't say Catherine. Say Kate in there. Good, Juan Diego. Good, Matute. Good, Emily. Good, Andrea. Good, Leda. Excellent, guys. Okay, let's see. Let's go to share our answers. Good, Anna. Very good. Let's go to share our answers. No, still continue to say Kate. If I take a screenshot, said Kate. Kate, 3 points. Kate, 2 points, less than. De nada. Now you write me Catherine Key. Okay, let's share our answers, people. Let's share our answers. Let's share our answers. We have 10 minutes left. Okay, number one, Catherine, read it. Uh-huh.
Pedro shared how the New England colonists
Lived.
lived.
Uh-huh.
Shared and lived are the verbs and is in past tense.
Excellent, very good. Let's see, number two, Jose Antonio Valenzuela.
During the summer break, he travels to Virginia and visits a living history museum.
Living.
Uh, Travels is in
Aha.
present.
Yes, but it's still missing one verb. There are two
Uh,
verbs in that sentence.
Living.
No. Travels is one. Visits is the other one. And both are in what tense? Present or past?
Present.
Present. Very good. Let's see number three. Yvette.
He bought a bottle that a glass blower creates from milk sand. Is in past tense.
And which ones are the verbs of that sentence?
Create
Ah, that is one.
and bought.
And both. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Let's see, Fatima. I see your red hand. Number four.
Pedro's little sister traveled with him and she still remembers the trip. The verbs are travel and are in past tense.
Aha. Travel is in past. And what is the other verb? You have two. Aha, Remembers is the other verb. And remembers is in present. And the last one, Matute, where are you?
They both decide that the furniture in the houses mean tiny. The verbs are decide and meet are in past tense.
Okay, good. The verbs that both decide that the furniture in the house seems tiny. Decide and seemed are the verbs and both are in past tense. Okay, guys, very good. Excellent job for today. So please, I will see you at 1 o'clock. You have a break right now. You have lunch. See you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.